Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Keir Starmer's huge Brexit fishing mistake, and why he must channel Donald Trump. Opinion. I asked a fisherman of 24 years, standing to describe how he felt nearly 5 years ago when news of the Boris betrayal filtered through. "It's like we were over quota, we were tossed overboard," he said. Then how, I asked him, would you handle the fisheries negotiations with the EU this time, with the current deal running out? Tell Starmer he needs to drag Brussels to London, not go there. And he's got to give the Trump treatment, demand everything. It takes a lot to stir fishermen, but when you do they give it to you straight, somewhat akin to the American president style. Our community members are treated to special offers, promotions, and adverts from us and our partners. You can check out at any time. Read our privacy policy. They're used to battling the elements, sometimes at great personal risk, to bring us some of the most nutritious food we can eat. Now, though, they're rising up with a newfound determination to put fishing right back up there in the public consciousness, as an iconic part of Britishness, and ready to stand up to the EU. The fisherman I was talking to is now a member of the UK Fisheries Campaign, UKFC, our fishermen's new campaigning vessel launched last week. I understood why he referenced President Trump. There in Washington is a 78-year-old man who, whatever else you may say about him, takes on seemingly impossible challenges, such as browbeating EU leaders over their defense spending, and demands an outcome so extreme it is often ridiculed. In the case of defense, Trump demanded a military spend of 5% of GDP from European countries who were barely spending 1.5%, such as Germany. He knew he wouldn't get 5%, but he got what he wanted. Most EU countries, including Germany, say they are now on a path to 3% to 3.5%. More than double the level they have been stuck at for decades. Last week saw the launch of the UK Fisheries Campaign, UKFC, which has a similar, bold approach to that of the US president. The EU's fishermen have had nearly 9 years to get used to the fact we voted to leave their organization. The UK has been more than generous in allowing them continued access to our sovereign waters. It is long past time they are told we're taking our waters back. There will doubtless be an explosive fit of pique from the Élysée Palace, and bureaucrats will huff and they'll puff, but do you know what? The center of gravity will have shifted. We may not end up with absolutely everything we want, but we'll end up with far more than if Sir Keir goes to their home turf with his begging bowl in hand. Yes, quite right, Skipper, make come to London. The excitement this aspiration has generated in less than 1 week is extraordinary. The UKFC is unusual in being solidly based on the fishermen themselves as the foundation, rather than the producers and owners, whilst also bringing together all the extra elements you need these days to bring about real change. To get things moving quickly, we brought in experienced teams in Brexit Facts for EU and CIBUK, both very well established in campaigning for issues relating to independence. With connections already in place, they give fishermen an effective voice again, to the public, to the media, to politicians, to social media, and to the marine authorities. This is why the UK Fisheries Campaign immediately started attracting support far and wide, from Shetland down to Devon. Naturally, some of the most serious challenges ahead are only going to be solved by influencing. We use your sign-up to provide content in ways you've consented to and to improve our understanding of you. This may include adverts from us and third parties based on our understanding. You can unsubscribe at any time. Read our privacy policy. Government. As Facts for EU's Comms Director, Ben Phillips, put it, the plan is to see fishing join farming as a sector Sir Keir Starmer will ignore at his peril. We can reassure him. He won't get all the negative press he's had over farming if he gives our fishermen everything they want and deserve. Possibly no other sector of the UK economy was hit as badly as our fishing industry when the UK left the EU. Despite all government promises, The UK's fishermen were effectively thrown overboard in the capitulation to the EU's demands for business as usual in UK waters after Brexit. In this fifth year since the UK's departure, the EU's total quota of fish it is allowed to take from British waters actually increased from the previous year, 2024. The current agreement runs out next year, and now certain elements in the EU have started demanding even more of the UK's national marine treasure. After a decades-long decline of the industry dating back to the UK joining what was then the EEC, now EU, the task ahead will not be easy, and we need support from Express readers. Research by our helpers at Brexit Facts for EU shows that the fishing fleet has lost an average of 209 boats per year in the last 30 years. Fishermen mostly blame this on the armada of EU vessels fishing in our waters, all of which are licensed by the UK authorities, as well as blaming what they say is favorable treatment shown to these EU boats by those same authorities. Today, the UKFC invites all fishermen and all Express readers, and the many who are both, to become a UK Fisheries Campaign supporter, and especially to become a UKFC member. We aim to drown Whitehall and its regional marine offices in our enthusiasm to see a rebuilding UK fishing fleet, hand in glove with the revitalization of our coastal communities across this great country. Finally, as someone might have said, let's fish, baby. Fish. Lee Evans is the chairman of Facts4 EU, which has launched the UK Fisheries Campaign.